Hi kids, today we're doing the I sound. Now today we learned that there are two letters that make the I sound, the I and the E. Yes. Now you notice that we're naming the letters this week. We're saying the names of the letters. Before that we learned the sounds and we're still doing the sounds. The sounds are still very important. But when we're doing the vowels, we start to name those letters and we say the sound as well. So there are two things you have to remember. If I ask you for the sound of I, you would say I. And if I ask you for the sound of E, you would say eh. But if I ask for the name, I would like you to say I. And the name of the letter that makes the X sound is E. Good. So we'll be naming them today, and a little later on, we'll be looking at the sounds. So you have to get used to that, the name and the sound. Now, let's begin writing the I sound. Now, the I sound begins with the letter I. Now, in our penmanship books, when we write the common letters between the two blue lines. You see where my pencil is? We're writing our common letters between those two blue lines. And the capital letters, the tall letters start on top. And the letters with the tails, their tails touch here. Okay? Now let's write the I first. I want you to look at me. Look at my board. My board looks just like your book. So let's go. Start at the blue line, close to my margin, and I go down and get ready to bump it like that. And I put my dot on top. Go ahead and make the I. I'm going to give you some time to do it. Go ahead and make the I. Good. Now let's do the hands. Now we're going to let them hold hands from the bump it right here where we stopped. So we are going to continue from there. Look at me first. And I'm going to go up in a slanted line to meet that blue line. Very good. You see that? Go ahead and do it. Start at the bump it and you go up in a slanted line to meet that blue line. Now when you get there, the next step, now look carefully. I don't want you making mistakes. We go halfway around. I'm taking my time and I'm going down to finish that halfway around. I have to touch that blue line. So I'm going down, touching the blue line and going up and stop. You see that? That's the I sound. Go ahead, make your halfway around. I'll look and see what you're doing. Okay, very good. Now let's do another one. Now look here, I'm going to leave my finger space. I'm not going to write it from here. I need to have a space between my sounds. So I'm going to start here now and I'm going to make the I first. I'm going down as straight as I can. Get ready to bend the corner, bump it, and my dot on top. Go ahead, do you. Now it's your turn. Go ahead. Good job. Now I'm going to make a slanted line from the bump it. So I'm going to start at the bump it here and I'm going to go up in a slanted line, not a straight line, to meet the blue line and I stop. Good. Then I'm going to do a halfway around. Look at me. This is the halfway around here. So I'm taking my time. I'm not rushing. I'm going down, touching that blue line and back up and stop. That's the I sound. Did you see that? Wonderful. Now let's do it one more time. I want to make sure that you know what you're doing. Okay, so look at me again. I'm going to make my I. I'm going to go down, getting ready to bend the corner and bump it. Then I'm going to put my dot on top. Go ahead. Now it's your turn. Right, now I'm going to start from my bumpet and go slanting up all the way up to the blue line. Go ahead, make it. Then I'm going to go back there to the blue line and do my halfway around. This is my halfway around. I'm going down, bend the corner, and up. That's the I. Good, so we've done a good job writing the IEI. Let's try a word. Let's try the word pie. Okay, so we go to the second pair of blue lines. Now remember, pairs two, so there are two blue lines there. And we go to the margin, and I go one stroke down. I'm passing the second blue line because this letter has a long leg. So I go straight down to meet the red line. Go ahead, you do the same thing. Okay, now you have that. We go back up. Get ready to bend. Bend that corner and go in. That's the P, or the name of this letter is P. Right. Now we don't join, we're not joining the P to the I sound. We're just joining the I and the EI. So we are going to write the I. So we go down, curve it, bump it, dot on top. Go ahead. Very nicely. Take your time. There's no rush to do anything. We want all our work neatly. Good. Now the next step, from the bumpet, we go up in a slanting line to meet the blue line and stop. Next, we go halfway around this time. So let's go halfway around. Go down until you touch that blue line and come back up. Very good. That's the word pie. P, I, pie. Let's draw a picture of a pie. Now we make a curved line like this. Curve it and go up. I know some of you love to eat macaroni pie. Yes. And then we put another curved line here. This is a macaroni pie that we're making here. And put in the macaroni here. That's all the delicious macaroni here that your mommy would make. And let's put some cheese in it. Here's some cheese. Alright, that's our macaroni pie. Great job, everyone.